You got no fireworks!
Cowards! I'll slit your throats! What are you staring at?
Two of his victims, all elderly males, have been hospitalised with shock. Believed to be in his 30s, the distraction burglar has made off with cash and jewellery, but also highly personal items such as photo albums and letters. Posing as an official and armed with a knife, he has struck 3 times in the last 3 days. Lethbridge police are unclear what could be motivating these crimes. They advise residents to remain vigilant and, if in any doubt, refuse entry to a stranger visiting unannounced.
You're listening to Lethbridge FM.
3 men in battle. Shots raining in from all directions. Pew, pew, pew. The end imminent.
Inevitable.
Resigned, they reveal their deepest, most intimate concerns.
This brings them together.
Angles.
Communication.
Teamwork.
Team.
A-C-T. And they triumph. Like in Saving Private Ryan.
Only with paint.
How old?
So much older. And also wiser.
So, soldier, what's your deepest concern?
That's between me and my men.
Oh, come on.
What, you don't share things with your girlfriends?
Out of my way. The next person who says that the second trimester is a walk in the park gets it.
So was Daniel full of it too on Friday?
What?
After the paintballing?
Not particularly. Oh, but he did tell me a big, fat, juicy secret about Jimmy.
Charles Graham? Here to read the gas meter, sir. Please feel free to call the company. He'll confirm the appointment. The number will be on the latest bill, or I'll have it here.
I've been making plans.
I can't wait.
Tuscany. Now, these 4 vineyards are absolutely unmissable. We have to see the cheesemaker in the next door village, and there's a market there on Tuesday. There's a lovely one there on Thursday. Then, of course, there is Florence, there's Siena, there's Volterra, which is very interesting.
Sounds like we need a year, not a week.
Well, there's a thought.
Do you know, I was so excited I even told my son.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah, except now he wants to meet you. He thinks that we're serious.
Perfectly natural request.
Except that Ian can be a bit of a difficult so-and-so from time to time.
Oh, I spend my day with a lot of difficult so-and-sos.
I knew you'd understand. I've told him to join us for lunch today. It's okay, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. The sooner the better.
That's it. Thank you.
So, when will this bill be sent out?
Charlie Graham, this is the worst day of your life.
I have successfully avoided meeting potential stepchildren my entire adult life.
Well done.
And now, bang, I have to have lunch with one. It's terrifying. Any tips?
Me?
Well, you're his age, near enough.
Be yourself?
Cherry, cliches won't do. This is serious. Apparently he's a bit of a handful.
I'm sorry, Aston, I don't know what to say. I know that kids can be fragile after a divorce, even at his age.
Yeah?
And he'll want to make sure that his mum's not hurt or messed around again.
No?
So, if you're serious about Marina, then you need to make sure that he sees that. And I'm sure that he'll be thrilled that you're with his mum.
Really?
Winston,
Yeah?
has Jimmy told you any secrets recently?
Fair few break-ins round here, I bet.
No,
Surprising.
not really. It's mainly old people, so they tend to be in most of the time. They fit good locks, they've all got alarms. Once you've been in Leatherbridge for over a week, you'll realise that there are far easier targets. And places far more likely to hear a gunshot.
What do you think this was, then?
My Christmas bonus says fireworks. Not that we're going to get a bonus this year.
But if it's old people living here?
Well, old people have young grandkids.
Suppose though, Sarge, even with your experience, you've got to keep an open mind with incidents like this.
My mind's always open. Always.
Yes?
Mr. Graham?
Yes.
I'm Sergeant Hollins. This is PC Mackey. We've just had a call about half an hour ago from one of your neighbours saying that they heard something like a gunshot. So we thought we'd check that everything was all right. Mr. Graham?
Well, no, it's not actually. I had these two runts. They were setting off bangers in my driveway. Look. They should be strung up, along with the parents.
Did you recognise the school uniform?
They weren't in uniform.
Right, OK. But you're all right, apart from the inconvenience?
Yeah.
If you see them again, give the station a call and we'll try and identify them. And we'll be sure to have a word.
Right.
Thanks. Have a good day, sir. Brave kids picking on them.
He seemed to be out of breath.
Probably because he was chasing them down the street 20 minutes ago.
Well, shouldn't we have gone in?
If Mr. Graham's been shot, he's bearing up pretty well, don't you think?
I just got this feeling.
Get in the car, Sherlock.
We'd be sure to have a word. This is my point. In a few months, they'd have you out for good behaviour. And you'd be at it again. You need a lesson.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
This is Ian.
Hello, Ian. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Hope the place is okay. Food can be a little bit hit and miss.
Can't really go wrong with pub food, can you?
Well, I wouldn't call it.
No, it's lovely.
Ian, can I say, right from the start, that your mother is a wonderful woman and she makes me very happy.
What is this, some rom-com?
Could we have a couple of minutes?
No, that's fine. Could I have cheese sandwich on white and a Coke? And Ian?
The same, please.
Well, you haven't even looked at the specials.
No, that'll be fine, honestly.
OK, I'll have a prawn and avocado salad with pecans and pomegranate vinaigrette. Thank you. Well.
Zara reckons she knows a secret that you told Daniel and Kevin on Friday.
Oh, well, she doesn't know the full story, not yet anyway.
What's going on, Jimmy?
OK, I've got some bad news and some good news.
What?
Our buyers have pulled out.
No. When?
A few days ago.
Why didn't you...
I didn't want to say anything until I'd sorted out new buyers.
And?
It's sorted.
Well, that's great. Who are they?
Daniel and Zara. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Zara hates your house. Why would she agree to that?
Well, she doesn't know yet.
What?
Daniel wants it to be a surprise. She just knows that our buyers have pulled out.
Jimmy?
He's sure that she'll go along with it.
Are you mad? That is not a chance in hell.
Look, either we sell to Daniel or we lose the house.
We'll find another buyer.
The vendors have already had people round.
So they've already put it back on the market?
Not officially, but they've had people round. Our estate agent's spoken today. I've sorted this with a solicitor. It confirms our intention to sell to Daniel and his intention to buy. Now, if we all sign this, the estate agent thinks it should reassure the vendors and they won't show anyone else around. Daniel signed it, so have I. Look, I want the house as much as you do, and we can sort it today, but this is the only way. At least think about it.
It would be a total disaster.
Curtain twitchers do waste a lot of our time, but every now and again they strike gold.
It definitely is.
Well, the van? Yeah. It was spotted at yesterday's burglary and it's been here for about 2 hours, apparently.
Why would he be hanging around?
Dunno. Still choosing his next victim?
Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? 2 calls in an hour in a quiet neighbourhood like this.
Yeah. But that's all it is, though, unless you can connect the kids with the fireworks and our distraction burglar.
Well, Drew Pritchard, I think you might have picked the wrong house. You are a disgrace. You are a spineless, scavenging embarrassment. But you know what the biggest crime is? That the law in this country doesn't allow people to use force against cowards like you to protect their own properties. Well, I'm sorry. But that's just wrong. What people don't realize about me is that inside I still think I'm 30 years old. Inside it's still 1971, and I'm hunting terrorists in Londonderry. Being singled out by the likes of you as a pushover isn't very good for the ego.
Ian, I understand you've been flat hunting. How's that going?
Oh, great. I should have a deposit by my mid-30s.
Yeah, I know, it can be beastly. Yeah. Hopefully it's going to get better, and then...
So you've been married before then, Heston?
Yes, yes.
So what went wrong with that then? Ian. It's a valid question. Was it his fault or hers?
Look, Ian, I understand your concerns. Your mother is a wonderful woman. I'm not going to play silly games.
That's great, but what I'm more worried about is why you're both in such a hurry. You're like 16-year-olds on heat.
Ian, we just happen to like each other very much.
You don't know each other. You've only just met and you're going on holiday together.
Well, when you get a bit older and you find someone really special, there's no point dilly-dallying. Now, it may sound like a rom-com, but a week right now without your mother would probably be the most miserable week of my life.
Oh, don't be silly, Ian.
I've got to go.
Well, at least finish your food.
Please don't do this. See you later.
I remember this one suspect I had tied up in an internment swoop. I had proof he'd killed an RUC officer. I just couldn't help myself. For 3 hours, I beat him with a baton. And with these. Privates, stomach, the lot. Then I put an electric fire under him. But you know what? At least he believed in something. What do you believe in, Drew Pritchard?
Look inside the bag.
Eh?
Look in the bag. Ring any bells?
Should it?
20 years ago today, 14th of November 1991. Silver Rover leaves the Red Fox pub just outside Leatherbridge. Inside, 4 middle-aged men, all ex-army. Been drinking all night, except the driver. He'd been on it all day and all.
And?
Not far from the pub, in a quiet lane. That car hit a woman. Angie. My fiancée. I was holding her hand. A minute later, she died in my arms. The car never stopped. All the punters at the Red Fox pub are all ex-servicemen. They closed ranks. Said the men were just tourists that were passing through. Police had nothing to go on. I had to work it all out myself.
I'm afraid none of this means anything to me.
I kept going back to the Red Fox pub. It took the best part of 20 years. But if you buy the right people, enough drinks over enough length of time, it's amazing what they tell you in the end. Obviously, I couldn't tell you three mates the real reason why I visited them. I still had to visit you. I still had to visit the driver. That girl. She's what I believe in, Charlie Graham. Do you know what a real coward is? Someone who won't face up to what they've done.
He's not coming back.
You seem very sure about that.
Something's happened to him. Or he's done a runner.
So what do you propose?
Search the vehicle?
Nah.
Door-to-door inquiries?
That's a better idea. Well, no, you stay here. And the very slight chance that he does come back.
Sure.
I take it you have been left on your own before.
Could be a first time, isn't there?
This job is not rocket science. But you didn't need me to tell you that, did you?
You were right about the law. I'd never get a conviction now. All I could do was destroy something inside you. Make you scared to be in your own homes. Put you in a different kind of prison. Oh, now you're going to tell me how sorry you are. How what you've done is eaten away at you like a worm and soured your very existence for the past 20 years. No! Ali! Open up!
Be quiet.
Elise! Open up!
You killed her. I did! You killed my angel! You killed her! Get it!
Elise, open the door! Mr. Graham.
What is it?
I'm sorry to disturb you again, but we think we might have a distraction burglar working in the area today.
Oh, I see.
Man in his mid-30s, probably claiming to be from the electricity board or the council. You'll have a clipboard.
I haven't seen anyone.
You know, I couldn't help noticing that it looks like you might have had an accident in the kitchen.
I dropped something earlier. Because of the fireworks? It was the shock. I haven't got round to clearing it up yet. I will do.
Are you alone, Mr. Graham?
Yes?
You don't mind if I have a quick look around here?
Thank you. That won't be necessary. I was cleaning and just putting that plant back in its place when that bang went off. Slipped through my finger. Stupid, really.
You were in Northern Ireland then?
Eh?
The photos and the medals?
Oh, yes.
So far, this con man seems to be targeting older men living on their own.
I'll be careful.
Yeah. I'll have a quick look around the rest of the house, if that's okay.
What, do you mind?
I just want to tell you something.
Yes?
You really don't look very well.
What was it you wanted to say?
You should go home and put your feet up.
Look, just tell me what it is you want to say.
Jimmy told me his little secret about losing our buyers.
And?
And he also told me something about Daniel.
Oh, don't tell me you come here looking for sympathy.
Sorry?
I mean, if you're going to get all soppy about a stupid little house...
It's not.
I mean, Jimmy didn't even have his heart in it anyway.
He wants it as much as I do.
He doesn't have any choice now he's getting married to you. That train has left the station. Oh, and while we're on the subject, much as it is lovely that you're getting married on Valentine's Day, it has just come to my attention that that is a Tuesday. So Daniel and I and everyone else are going to be forced to take the day off work. So have you ever considered whether that is A, fair, or B, selfish? I mean, why can't you just get married on a Saturday like normal people? Finally. Oh, oh, oh.
It's a swift-hilt rapier.
I thought so.
I don't need a license for it.
I know that, Mr. Graham.
Light, isn't it?
Very.
You hold it like this. Is there anything there?
No. Nothing. What was that noise just now?
I don't know. The neighbour's cat sometimes comes round uninvited.
I'm pretty sure I heard voices earlier on.
Officer, there's something I have to tell you. Something that happened a long time ago.
Yeah, go on.
Well...
010, Sarge.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to take this. Sergeant Hollins, go ahead.
I've got a 148 IC1, ARV on their way.
What's your 1010?
Junction of Clarendon and Ash View.
I'll be there in 1 minute. I'm sorry, sir, I've got to go.
But
This is a priority call. I have to take it. If you've got anything to say to us, come down the station. What happened?
Well, he comes back, gets in and drives right past me, so I overtake him and cut him off. And then I open his door, and then he waves his gun at me. I can see in his eyes that he's lost it. He's gonna shoot. So I go for the gun, it goes off, misses me, I roll away, and then I call for ARU.
So we hadn't abandoned the van then?
No.
Well done. You've got balls, Mackie, I'll give you that. Where's the red car? Ask please! With your hands where you can see that! Step out of that van! Out of the red car! Out the window now! We're not going to see that! Come out of the car! You are surrounded. Put the gun down. Put the gun down.
I'm sorry, I rather messed that up.
Oh, don't be daft.
Tried a bit too hard.
No, Ian didn't try at all. That was the problem.
Well, he's certainly
What?
Different from me.
Not quite as much fun.
Takes after his dad. Oh, I love Ian to bits, but sometimes I don't like him very much. He's even worse since the divorce. Oh, that's not his fault. Ken, my ex, said some very hurtful things to me, and, well, Ian heard most of them. It wasn't very pretty. There are times when I've thought I'll never, ever be happy again. And then I met you.
Come in.
I've had the estate agents on the phone. The vendors have had another offer. They've also said they would prefer to sell to us if we can prove that we're serious. They need to know by the end of today.
Why am I worried about her?
You won't regret this. How's your brother?
Still no job. Still living at the flat. Still broke.
Fingers crossed. You might be lucky. He may be the man of her dreams.
Or our 2 brain cells look like Herman Munster.
At least one of us is having a good time.
Aha! At last! Now this is shaping up to be more like a proper blind date, wouldn't you say?
Every afternoon this week, there's a new drama.